Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for October 12th. I'm expecting the range for the US Japanese yen pair to be between 101.03, which as you can see it pretty much gapped into and then moved higher right to that point and it's pulled back just a little bit. And on the lower side though, looking for 9752 for that particular pair. Now switching over, actually first look for resistance at between 101.50 and for support look at 99.15 for this particular pair. Switching gears to the Euro USD pair, this particular pair has gapped up on the open. I do expect this pair to be moving between 1.3687 on the high side. On the low side, there we go. Sorry, the pin's messing up here a little bit. 132.06. That's 132.06 for this particular pair. Look for some resistance to come into this market around 136.50 and support to come into the market around 13500 for this particular pair. Now switching over to the pound, let's get rid of that. Going to the pound also gapped on the open, so look for the retracement of that particular this particular pair. I am expecting this pair to move between 172.18 and on the lower side 167.14. Do look for some resistance a little bit lower at 171.75 and on the lower side look for support at 17,000 for this particular pair. If you noted when we talked Thursday, we were expecting this to, once we got a break below the 1.7040 area that was previous support, that we would get a run to the downside. And sure enough, if you look at this bar, it did move very low fairly quick. Of course it did pull up prior to the close though, but it did move down. It was a good opportunity to trade and grab some pips. Now looking at the Swiss, the US Swiss pair, this particular pair also gapped on the open. It gapped down, so look for it to retrace to the upside. Now I am expecting it to move between 114.49 and on the lower side, the much lower side, look for 110.94. Now look for some resistance to come in the market a little bit lower at 113.42 and support to come into the market at 112.60 for this particular pair. Now I am expecting the moving back to the Euro USD pair. This particular pair I am expecting to move lower. Definitely look for it to retrace. There we go. Make sure to look for it to retrace back down this gap that it has created. I do expect it to move down at very least to this point over the next session or two. If we can get a break below this low, we could see this downward trend just continue for a very good while. So make sure to take a look at that. Now we do have the retail sales for the New Zealand dollar being released at 5:45 p.m. That's Eastern time today. There's no consensus at this time. Now looking ahead into tomorrow, we have the Swiss producer index price for September being released at 3:15 a.m. Eastern time. The consensus is that it has improved from negative 0.5% to negative 0.3%. We also have the pound releasing their producer's price index output for September. That's being released at 4:30 a.m. Consensus is that it has decreased from 6.4% down to 6%. Now we do have the yen releasing their domestic corporate goods price index for September. It has decreased from negative 0.1% to negative 0.6%, which could hurt the yen overall. Year to date, it looks like the consensus is that it's dropped from 7.2% to 6.6%, and that's being released at 7:50 p.m. tomorrow. So until tomorrow, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.